Iquitos, gateway to the Amazon. Inside the vast green sea of the jungle in Peru, on the left margin of the great Amazon River, surrounded by the rivers Italia, Nanay, and Lake Moronacocha, sprouts as a great island, the city of Iquitos, Loreto's capital, founded as a fluvial port on January 5, 1854. At present, it has more than 390,000 inhabitants that are part of this magic land. Because of its tropical location, it constantly enjoys a humid climate, high temperatures refreshed in turn by the tireless rains that spread all year round without any season to definitively avoid their fall. Around 1850, Iquitos was still a piece of open land. There are those who assure that by 1854, the population was not over 250 Iquitos Indians and half a dozen white and mestizo families. All of them lodged in 33 houses and a church roofed with straw. By 1900, Iquitos had turned into a prosperous city, playing a leading part during the rubber exploitation era. This prominent situation made this village of the 19th century to acquire an urban profile with a great aesthetic attraction in its architecture, especially embellishing the downtown area of the city with beautiful constructions made with materials brought from Europe, buildings that today fit perfectly with the jungle and the modernism that invades little by little this beautiful city. The arrival to Iquitos, after a great aerial view through the forest air, is done at the modern international airport Francisco Secada de Mir, the first syndrome of modernity in Iquitos. Inside, our visitors will find the comforts that any airport has to offer. Outside the airport, he or she will find tireless taxi services in a curious modality. The incessant heat has motivated a form of transport in certain motorcycles to which a seat for two persons without doors was adapted on the back. It is called mototaxi. This means of transportation also offers tourist services to those who ask for it. Also, there exist other means of tourist transport like those offered by the tourist centers and the canoes that give us a tour on the rivers and their landscapes that catch without pity the attention of the tourists. The city has first-quality hotels with the appropriate services. The flavor of this place is not only expressed in its people, but also in its varied gastronomy. Smoked pork with tacacho, suri and tejuane, which usually tends to generate addiction to the tourists due to its delicious flavor. The city also has comfortable lodgings where they will be able to connect intimately with nature and experience moments of captivation and adventure to enjoy. Iquitos also has a great ecological center where it shelters a great variety of animals of the region, Quistococha, a great place for recreation where a lake has been formed, Quistococha's Lake. The tropical beauty of the forest and its biodiversity are concentrated here. Inside the forest that surrounds the city, where urban growth has not arrived yet, other people live, people that time and progress could not dissipate. They have held to their traditions, customs, and culture that they have maintained before the arrival of the white man to the new continent. Inside the green immensity are ethnic groups that will transport us to the past of our jungle. Tribes like the Yaguas, Huitotos, and the Boras, each one with their own characteristics. They are social and agreeable communities that do not have any objection in showing the tourists who come to their lands the different aspects of their culture and their dances. We can enjoy the typical dance such as the Chimaichi. The folklore in Iquitos is kept alive through the years. Belém is possibly the busiest sector of the city. Most of the products of the region arrive there. The streets of Belém turn into small creeks in certain times of the year due to the increase of water levels of the Amazon. The river takes partial possession of the district, making the land transportation impossible. Curiously, this change of element is the route that annually leads the merchants, and they are forced to circulate in canoes and have to raise their houses in rafts that float along the border of the river. The happiness of the people of Iquitos is also reflected in the religious aspects, since it is a land of deep religious beliefs. This can be seen in their festivities, like that of San Juan, where the delicious Juane is enjoyed, as it is accustomed traditionally, and that of the Immaculate Conception. Iquitos' dark side is revealed to the eyes of the world across its pagan worships. Leaders who direct session of occultism called shamanism. One of the outstanding cultural experiences of this land is its crafts. Men who embody in their work the feel of a people. Iquitos is not limited only to the urban part. One of its major attractions is exactly its mysterious landscape, among waves of risks, full of rivers and his beaches, dense forests and wild animals. Adventurous sports also find their way to the adrenaline level and take it up to its maximum expression with the sports like motocross, the movement of the wheels, the arid area, the competition, the shock, and its dangerous and spectacular jumps. This show is an enormous attraction for those who like stomping, water ski, another enormous stimulus for adrenaline. Together with the aquatic motorcycle, with success gather the great sensations, and they still the most varied expressions of amazement among those who cannot avoid the turn into followers of what is spectacular. The adventure does not finish until the wild forest is crossed, while one has not lived the emotion of the mystery that lives a dense jungle. Iquitos by night, nights of relaxation and pleasure. When the sun sets down, Iquitos awakes with the light of the moon and the brightness of the stars. The night, the censorship dies. The streets are filled with lights that escape. Nightclubs with shows for all types of preferences. Pubs that shake the Amazon soil with the rhythm of modern music, with the force of the musicians of the place. The clubs where all the emotions are set free and controversies that the spectators do not achieve to conceal. The boulevard that assembles a series of places to enjoy during the evening landscape with good music. The discotheques that resound to the beat of the modern music and the movement of hips of the happy youths that enjoy tirelessly until dawn. A smile, an invitation, a greeting friend. These are aspects that always will be found in this warm land. Our people are characterized by their happiness, their candor and their warmth. To dare to enjoy the captivation and the magic of this land and its people is an imminent risk of not wanting to live it. So to know Iquitos is a constant adventure full of emotions, an expression of nature that provides the most diverse sensations to those who dare to touch its soil, warmth and happiness that stimulate to whose environment of those who come to its heights, bewitched by this magic place. Dare to come!